Hey, look who I have here, Jamal. Y'all have not seen Jamal in a long time because I've had Jamal up for sale. I haven't really been really proactive with it, but there's several of my babies that I'm going to be selling, and I really go back and forth with him. But right now he is up for sale if anybody is interested, and he is 125 plus shipping, and he wears newborn size to 0 to 3 months. So anyway, I'm going to change him while I do this tag, and I don't know who started it, but it's something about, are you ashamed of your reborns, or something like that. And hopefully I'll have it right in the title when I put it up. But here is the, oh my gosh, he needs a new diaper. The funny thing with it, I'm not really ashamed of my reborns, but I don't really take them out that much. I want to, and I've got a stroller and I've got car seats, but about the only place I take my reborns is if I'm in a very controlled environment. Like they have I take them to the yarn shop that I go to that's about 30 minutes up the road and everything, and she just loves my babies, so I usually take one with me, and I alternate what I take up there, and she loves them. She'll walk around with them and all of that. And so everybody, I'm going to take this diaper off it. I think it was too small for him to begin with, so it's wanting to stick to everything, and I didn't plan on doing that, so I'll have to put another one on him later if I do. Anyway, back to what I was saying. They have went to meet with me a couple times when my knitting group has met at the library. One time have I taken a baby out in public, and that was to a flea market, but one of the ladies there had a reborn. She does a lot of crocheting for baby stuff, so she had bought a reborn to put the clothes on, and a reborn artist that's in this area usually goes and takes her babies to the flea market. So I didn't feel too bad about taking them out. And it was Cooper I took, and of course I walked around. A couple people knew he was a reborn. Now this is a newborn size I'm putting on him, and it's not too bad, but I liked it a little bit looser. But anyway, and people who didn't know, when I walked around with him, they were all like, "Oh, he's so sweet. How old is he?" And I say, "He's 6 weeks." And I just thanked him and kept on going. Didn't tell any of them it was a baby doll. So, I've done that. I'm not opposed to taking them out, but usually when I go out, my mom's with me, and she refuses to go out in public if I take a doll with me. So, having said that, though, she did go to the flea market with me that day with it, but she just stayed away from me. It was like she wasn't getting near. The only time, though, is after we left there, we went to Shoney's to eat at their lunch buffet. And, of course, I took him in with me because I already had one police or fireman decide to break my window in when I left a baby in the car. Plus, it was too hot. I didn't want, the vinyl to be burnt or anything. So I took him in his car seat, and there just happened, and I posted a video of this on my YouTube channel here. But this is one thing. His hair is not real soft. I am starting to treat it with coconut oil to get it a little bit more softer, but he really has the African American texture and feel with it. So we just kind of leave him like that. Well, I don't like how that looks on camera. Well, it's looking better in person than when it's coming up on camera. Let me turn his little head this way and look. There. So anyway, there was a little baby in there, about 6 weeks old, and we compared sizes and everything and held him up there. And let's pick him up and cuddle him. Oh, let me get him all settled here. That little butt, there he is. So, you know, that wasn't a bad experience there. Everybody was, you know, amazed at how real it looked, and its size, his size comparison up against a newborn baby. So, you know, that wasn't too bad at all. So, and here's the funny thing: when I go buy clothes, whether they're at yard sales or at the consignment shop today, it was really a mission shop. She's like, I told her, I was joking, I said, well, I'm going to have to start selling some of my clothes back to you that I bought. She said, I hear people tell me that all the time. She said, but you've bought a lot of baby clothes from me. And I said, yeah, I know. And I said, the problem is I have trouble getting rid of them because I look at them and think, oh, they're so cute. But I am having to download my clothing, so be on the lookout for some giveaways. And I'm going to be that type of person that doesn't put it in the description because I don't want, you know, all these people coming. And I don't have I got a little under 400 subscribers, and I have probably about 50 people who really follow me and you know, comment and do different things. So I'm, you know, I don't want all these, I don't really have underage kids follow me or anything like that because I'm, you know, not the cool person. But so, you know, be on the lookout for that. And back to the, I know I flit everywhere, don't I, ladies and gentlemen? But so anyway, she's like, one day you have to bring a baby in here and show me. I was like, yes, I know. So I mean, they know I buy them for Reborn dolls usually when I'm out at a yard sale. You know, Reborn dolls. You know, I tell them before. Now to get to my family with them. I mean, my mom obviously had to know about them because, you know, we lived together. And I wasn't really going to tell anybody about my hobby for a while. Well, and I think y'all know from past videos, you know, I have a Dancing with the Stars party every week when it's in season. So that first time I had one of my babies, and Savannah was one of them, which I'm going to be doing a video with her too someday soon, that, you know, and the baby that I no longer have, I had just gotten them. So my mom tells all the girls, so I brought them in. Most of them thought they were okay. I had one girl thought they were really creepy. So, you know, when I get a new baby, I bring it out and show it to them, and the one who thinks they're creepy has kind of gotten used to them a little bit now. Then we had a family reunion type thing. And why did we have it? Why was everybody at our house? I don't think, I can't remember why, but we had, oh, I know, my family from Florida come up. So then my family from Tennessee came in, and from Kentucky came in. So while they're here, the next thing I know, my twin nieces and my great nephew were bringing dolls into the living room because I let the girls play with them. And Zarin, that's my nephew, thinks he has to have one too. And he's real gentle with them. For 2 years old, he's real gentle with them. You know, he carries them in there, he sits down, he pats them, and, you know, he doesn't hold them by the arm. We tell him how he has to hold them. So he's gentle with them. But the next thing I know, I had all my babies in the living room. So my family found out about it, which the ones who said anything were really liked him. My one cousin, I know she didn't like him at all. And, you know, they all kind of look at me like, here you are, 50 years old, and you got baby dolls. And I'm like, I've always had baby dolls. I found these, I like them. They help my pain, they help my anxiety. And as you can see here, I'm just rocking them, and I'm really relaxing. My back has been acting up because we had to empty the swimming pools the other day, or was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday that we did all that. And today we went running a little bit, my mom and I did. So, you know, that's just kind of how it is. Well, I think that's it for this video. I hope I've kind of covered everything. No, I'm not really ashamed of my reborns. I tell everybody about them. I have not posted them on my Facebook, personal Facebook yet, but I'm getting to the point where I'm about to do that because I know a couple of you ladies are on my personal Facebook, and you know, I don't mind that. And but I just haven't taken them out, and I would like to, and I'm going to. But like I said, my mom's with me most of the time when I go out, and she just doesn't, she doesn't want to be around me, you know, a 50-year-old woman with a baby doll out there. And I'm telling her most people won't even know. So I think I've covered everything. This has gone a lot longer than what I've wanted it to. But it's going to go just a minute longer because there's the big boy. He's all curled up. He has to be touching the blanket and everything. So there's Mr. Phoenix, and this is Cat signing off saying meow, meow.